Hi, this is Tim Garman teaching on SIT 106 Photoshop. I'm just going to show a quick demonstration of how to blend two images together. I'm on a Mac and I'm using the most up-to-date version of Photoshop. That's 2015.5 currently, and today's date is something like September the 21st, I think, 2016. So Taran, Taran and anybody else who might be watching, of course, I've got a couple of images here. One is a forest scene, or the edge of a forest, and then I've just copied in on top on a separate layer a desert scene. And you notice the desert doesn't quite stretch to the edge of the forest. So what I've done, I've put a guide in just to show me where that top image ends, because if I switch it off I'm not going to know. So that's useful, and I've just dragged it out from the rulers here. If you haven't got the rulers showing, Command R switches them on and off. So let's switch this layer back on. So I want to be on the top layer and I want to add a layer mask. So I come down to here, click the layer mask icon, and we've now got a layer mask attached to that top layer. So the next thing I need to do is come over here and check my foreground colour, because I need black in the foreground, and I can toggle between those just by hitting the X key on the keyboard, so that goes black white, but we want black on the top. So the next thing I need to do is to select the gradient tool. Now it's already selected here, but it's that one, and when we do that we get the control panel relevant to that tool appearing, and we've got a swatch here of the actual gradient. And if I click on that swatch, we get the editor here showing various swatches. In fact, the one that I want is already selected. That's black to transparent, but we could be black to white, for instance. But I want to be black to transparent. So we select, we go OK, and so that's selected. And then I want to come to the edge of where this guide is, and the edge of the desert picture, and I'm going to click the mouse button, bearing in mind we're also still on the mask for that layer. So I'm going to click the mouse button just inside where that guide is, and at the same time I'm going to then hold the shift key down, clicking now, and then drag. So I'm dragging and holding the shift down, and when I do that it blends the two together. Now I'm just going to undo that again, Command Z, because that might not be quite where I want it to blend. I might want to go click, shift, and then drag and go a lot further. Now these images are selected at random, so they're not particularly going together that well, but I could also start it somewhere else. I could start it further in, click, shift, and drag. And the longer you drag for, the longer fade it will be, and much smoother. So hopefully, Taran, that shows you what's happening there. I could even go at an angle. I don't quite know what will happen if I do that, but let's try. Or from the other way. So that's blending two images together. Hope that was helpful.